my name is Danisha, and I made this vlog to just express my emotions or my opinions. And if you call it complaining, you call it complaining. It's just me expressing it visually, I guess you can say. But so since this is the first video I've ever made, this is gonna be my introduction video kind of. So I'm gonna start with introductions. My name is Danisha. I'm 16. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am a junior in high school, and I go to a school called Basic, and that's about it. But so my first since that was pretty shorter. My first topic of today is society and its shallowness maybe, or the fucked up generation that we may live in. I can say I am 16. I feel like our generation is full of fucked up people. Teens, not an adults or whatever, because they weren't in our generation, but the teens now. Let's see where we can start. We can start with Sadie's is coming up because it's Valentine's. Well, it's February, not Valentine's Day, but it's February. And girls, it's also Sadie's is when the girls ask the guy, and they do it's a role reversal basically. And for one, I'm going to start off with saying our Sadie's is March 16th. How stupid is that? The past 2 years I've been in high school, freshman and sophomore year, Sadie's has been the weekend before Valentine's Day, and now they make it a freaking whole month after Valentine's Day. I'm that's so stupid. So that's my number one thing. Why would you make it so late? And then another thing is boys are really not. They're so emotionless when it comes to this time of the year. They're so girls like to go out and plan and go all above and beyond, and boys just don't care. They don't care about the feelings. They don't care how much money went into the planning and how much it went into the asking and how much time and effort went into it, and they don't care. Cause I feel a girl asks a guy and they're just ha 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 no, and it's just a joke to them. It's just the biggest joke. And I'm that's not fair, because a girl went out out of her element to go ask you to do something, to hang out with her for a couple of hours, and when she's paying for everything, she's paying for your outfits, for your dinner, for whatever you guys do, and you're just gonna be make it a joke and laugh. So it's just whatever. For me, I'm really upset because the guy I planned really freaking June of last year. No, May of 2012. And then so I was okay, I'm gonna ask him. It's my junior year. I didn't go freshman. I didn't go sophomore year. So I'm gonna go this year. So I get I had 20 plans, and I was checking off which ones I should do, which ones I should do. I was asking people oh, which one should I do? So my friend, she's oh, well, blah blah is already going to say this to someone. And I was I don't believe you, because your friend wants to ask him, so maybe you're just lying for your friend. So I tell my friend, I'm oh, can you go ask him? It's a boy. So I'm boys are gonna tell each other everything. So I was okay, go ask him. And so he comes back, and he's oh yeah, he says he already has a date. And I was alright. So a couple days later, I'm oh, okay, so who's your date? And he goes, I don't know her name. And I was okay, bye. You don't know her name, the name of your day that you're going to say you live. So when she has to go get outfits, she's just supposed to guess what size you wear, and she doesn't need your input on anything you guys are gonna wear that night. It's just well, I don't know your name, I don't care, let's just go. But really, that's how you feel? I was really upset, and I'm just wow, so that's just so pointless, because you don't even care enough to know who she is, get to know her. So what are you guys gonna talk about on the night of Sadie's? You're just gonna sit there and go golfing and not talk, whatever you guys didn't do that night? That's so ignorant. I'm just you're stupid. And then I just feel boys should be very kind. I'm not saying you have to say yes, because if you feel you think the girl you like is gonna ask you, or you just don't want to go, or you're just she's not your type, don't make it a joke. You should be oh, well, I'm sorry, but you're just not my type. Don't say no and be rude about it. Don't make it a joke. Don't make it oh, look at this girl, she was really trying to do this to me. That's so disrespectful, because a girl's going on her element to ask you something really big in her high school career, and you're gonna make it a joke. That is so disrespectful. I'm just that's no, that's not even somewhere you should be making a joke out of. It takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of emotion, and I just feel you should just be really kind-hearted about it, and have just know how it feels to be going out your element to ask somebody that you really care about. Because if she's really if she's asking you, she's that type of girl, then she's probably really genuine, and she really likes you, and she's taking out her time for you to get to know you, and to ask you to something that takes a lot of planning, a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of money, and it's just you're just gonna make it a joke, and you're just hurting her feelings even more. So I just feel you should be really considerate when you give your response. Maybe you should give it in a nicer way. That's what I'm just saying. So that's for my number one. I'm Denisha. Hope to see you guys and hope you guys stay in tune. And if you have anything you want to talk about, you can write me or you can tweet me. You can do anything, which I will put in the links. And you can talk to me about anything. Like, I will voice my opinion because I really have a lot of opinions. So whatever you need to be voiced, I will gladly voice. So peace, love, and happiness.